Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru, Tyra Omilade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Today is February the 21st, and we are headed towards a new moon in Pisces on February the 23rd. And I wanted to just stop by and give you some insights, some thoughts on perhaps what you can consider to maximize the energy of this new moon. I'm not sure if you've heard, but next week, February the 27th, I am leading a webinar on working with the goddess. And we are starting off with Oshun, the goddess Oshun. So I invite you to go to my website, goddessbodymindspirit.com, and you can register there for the webinar. I would love, love, love to have you. My hope is to help people move beyond knowing about the goddess and working with her energy in a way where you actually are manifesting, you're healing, you're growing, your life is better because you're working with the goddess. Okay. So yes. What I want to start off with is let's just talk about, of course, the new moon is always a time where we can start thinking about, what do I want to do? What do I want to accomplish? What do I want to achieve? So the new moon is always about a new beginning. And so, of course, we've been leading up to the new moon with doing rituals from the waning moon phase, which is about releasing and letting go. And so, something that I have been talking about in my inner circle, as a matter of fact, if you want to join my inner circle, if you've ever said, I wonder if she mentors anybody, the inner circle is the place for you. That is where I work most closely, or the closest, I should say, with people. And you can find out about my inner circle on my website also, goddessbodymindspirit.com. But I've been talking to them about the importance of us using this time that the sun is in Pisces and Mercury is there, Venus has been there, where we can begin to clear out our subconscious, because that's what Pisces represents. It represents our subconscious. And so during this waning moon period, is there something you can release before we get to that new moon that will help you to be able to manifest better over the next lunar cycle? Or can you identify something in this waning moon period that you can work on releasing from your subconscious? How do you release something from your subconscious? Well, some of it is you first and foremost have to acknowledge that it's there. You can look at your life, and that will give you clues as to what's in my subconscious. You can think about your perspective on life and how you feel about yourself, how you operate in the world. It speaks so much about what's in the subconscious, because the subconscious is below and it's running the show. And so, if you don't fully know what's there, you can look at your life, you can look at your thoughts, you can look at the relationships, the things that you do, the clothes that you wear. It will tell you a lot about what's in your subconscious, because we're not all the time. Well, that's the thing about the subconscious in Pisces. It's a blind spot, right? Sometimes what's in the subconscious is things that we hear from people saying about us. Not the people that are trying to control us and make us do what they want us to do, but people who genuinely care, or if it's people who don't know you or don't know each other, I should say, and they all come to the same conclusion about you, that might be some reflection of what's in your subconscious, okay? But it represents something that's unseen. And a lot of times, especially when we're thinking about Pisces, it's a blind spot, okay? And so we can do things like use someone's hypnosis tracks. I like promoting learning strategies. I say get on their mailing list and get a deal, because their stuff sometimes can be a little expensive. But the paraliminals on there are basically hypnosis. I am now opposed to finding things on YouTube unless you know the person personally, you know their work. I'm not using anything on YouTube. I've always been a little bit suspicious of it. But yeah, using things like the hypnosis, subliminal messages, and getting ourselves in a very relaxed state and aligning ourselves with vibrations that we want more of in our lives, such as if you want more joy, then the best way to experience joy is to put yourself in a very relaxed state and align with the vibration of joy. So for some people, joy may be listening to music. That's part of why Pisces is about music, because music really and truly will program us. Or going to something artsy that you like. I love nature. I think getting out in nature, but it's being as quiet as you can be. That is another way to begin to influence the subconscious. And you definitely want to watch what are the things that you say, or think about the things that you're listening to. All of these are influencing your subconscious. So we have to find a way to counter it, right? And so, yeah, you can begin to think about what is it that you can do to begin to shift that layer of yourself that you're not always aware of, and move it in a direction that is more in alignment with your higher self, with peace, love, harmony, with, I always say all things good, all things divine. So these are things that are important during the season of Pisces. By the time you get this video, maybe within a day, I'm going to release another video that I recorded yesterday. And in that video, I talk about yin versus yang. Are you in a yin phase or are you in a yang phase? Well, I can assure you this time of Pisces is a yin phase. And though there is this hard work ethic that we all are supposed to have, with Capricorn being lit, Capricorn actually is a feminine energy. It's work, but it's still feminine. It's a earth sign, and it's not aggressive. It's just very hardworking, and it has the ability to last a long time. Even with working hard, Capricorn is still yin. Okay. And so I encourage you, because let me tell y'all, the people in my Master 2020 class know I've been going on and on and on about that Mars retrograde that we're going to have later this year. Mars is going to be in Aries for like 5 or 6 months. We're going to be yang for real, y'all. Okay. Starting around, I think it's June or something like that, when Mars goes into Aries. We're going to get yang this year. We need to take this time to do yin work. First of all, to give our bodies a time to reset. And then secondly, to prepare us, to help us get cleared out. This is what this Pisces time can be about for us, to get ourselves cleared out so that when it's time for us to move forward with Aries, Mars and Aries, we will have clarity, and we won't be sabotaging ourselves. Pisces is a sign of self-undoing. Okay. Anybody who knows a Pisces knows a Pisces will create some situation to set themselves back. We do not mean to do that. We have to learn to not let that happen. But it is a sign of self-undoing. And so if we don't do this work right now of clearing the subconscious, connecting with our unseen guides, our non-physical guides, that's what Pisces is about too. Then when it's time for us to move forward, we might sabotage ourselves. It might be harder to move forward. It might be harder to get the lesson of Mars retrograde, because we are, we got all this stuff in our subconscious that's not going to let what we want manifest. Okay. Or we're not connected to our non-physical guides. This is our time to get that connection strong. Mercury is retrograde in Pisces. This is our opportunity to get our connection very, very strong to the non-physical guides. And so, Mercury is about communication. It's just like the energy of Eshu. We always say in Ifa, well, you got to talk to Eshu first. Always give Eshu an offering before you go talking to the other Orisha, right? This is our opportunity to really work with this Eshu energy in a way where we are just really and truly clear about what we're hearing. And you have to figure out, how do you hear? Some of us are going to feel it in our bodies. Some of us are going to be able to hear something. Some people have clairvoyance. They can see. But other people can read things in nature. Other folks read palms. I mean, you name it. And there's an infinite number of ways for us to connect to the higher wisdom. So this is an opportunity. But I can assure you, if we don't stop and take the time to hone our ability to hear from the other side, you won't hear it. People will say, oh, I don't hear anything. You know why? Because you're not taking your yin time out. You're not yin, cool, calm, quiet, relaxed. Pisces is about all of this. It's about relax, y'all. You need to take a little bit of a break. Even if it's work, rest. Okay? You might need to take a little bit of a break. Chill out, people. Chill out. Calm down, everybody. Okay? So yeah, let's go on ahead and take advantage of this time of clearing and getting clarity, so that once we set these new moon intentions for Pisces, we are able to move forward in a way that where we actually will get results. And so what are results is different for everybody. Some of us are going to be looking for material results. Some of us are looking for an answer to, heal that heart. Some of us are looking for a solution for our health. It could be health in the body, health in the mind, right? And so this time in Pisces is giving us an opportunity to get quiet, to take a break. Mercury's in retrograde, which is about, slow down just a little bit, even though it feels like time is flying, because Mercury is the only planet that's retrograde. So, it still feels like days are just moving, right? But we have to make that choice to take that break. And that's one of the things that we may want to write down as a new moon intention for Pisces. Taking that time to, maybe you need to plan your vacation. You may not be able to take the break today, but you are like, you know what? I know exactly where I'm going, booking it right now. Put that down as one of your goals. The other thing that I like to encourage people to do at a new moon is we get one Pisces new moon per year. So I encourage you to set goals for the next 30 days, as well as from one Pisces. You could go from the Pisces new moon to the Pisces full moon. The Pisces full moon typically is going to be somewhere around September, sometime around Virgo season. Okay. So maybe you want to set a 6-month goal, and you're like, you know what? From Pisces new moon to Pisces full moon, this is the goal. And you can see it manifest at that Pisces full moon. Okay. The other thing you could do is from Pisces Pisces new moon to the next Pisces new moon. So maybe you're working to build something, to manifest something by the Pisces full moon. And then from the full moon to the new moon, you're going to be doing some introspective work, some spiritual work. Anytime we're in a waning phase, we are tying together loose ends. We're bringing things to a closure. We're releasing and letting go. So that could go from September to March. See, it's all about the cycles, y'all. It's all about the cycles. Learn to work with the cycles. And I'm telling you, this puts you in a power position. Power position. Okay, so let me see if I want to tell you anything else about Pisces, the new moon. Oh, the other thing I was excited to see, for those who know astrology, there were great aspects. And so what that means is, or there are great aspects to this new moon. I think the only aspects I saw to this moon are coming from Capricorn, planets in Capricorn. And so essentially, this moon is supported. It's great aspects from Capricorn to Pisces. So I was really excited to see that. And what that means is Capricorn is sending its energy to this full moon. And Capricorn represents stability. It represents working hard, structure, being a boss, dealing with bosses, um, success, achievement. It represents a lot. It represents a lot of what Pisces isn't. Take that from me as a Pisces. My son is in Pisces. SUN is in Pisces. Eek. Folks dog out Capricorn and Saturn, not me, because I would not be able to function very well in life if I did not have that anchoring energy, ANCHORING. So, yes, it's going to bring stability. That's the energy that's being imprinted. It's like whatever we want to manifest, you can dream it, because that's Pisces. Pisces is like dream big, dream beyond what your wildest imagination, because Pisces is imagination. It's about just like, highly creative energy. This is a great time to review your New Year's intentions. If you've not written them down, now's the time, y'all. Write them down during this moon and see yourself experiencing it. This is the beauty of Pisces. Pisces is the most mutable sign. And so you just take the energy of the universe and you shape it into what you want it to be. This is what Pisces encourages us to do. And we can take this energy of Pisces, this renewed Pisces energy, and we can say, I am going to take Pisces' ability to believe and just create a visualization and great imagination to see it in our minds is what will allow us to manifest it in our lives. Okay. And so we can commit to bringing this. See, Pisces represents children. Okay. Children we say, oh, they're so innocent and, naive and gullible to believe they really can be whatever they want in life. That's some BS, y'all. That's some BS. We absolutely need, this moon is such a good example. We definitely need to let our kids know you must work for what you want to achieve. For what you want to get. You must take action. But don't ever think that you can't get there. And don't think it has to be hard. I'm not saying it has to be hard, but I am saying, I'm learning. A lot of people don't all the time really emphasize when we're talking law of attraction. You see what you want and then you take action. To me, I haven't missed taking action. I haven't missed that step, but apparently a lot of people just think you can just think about it and you'll manifest it. No. We always have to see the path lit before us. And when we see it, take the steps, right? And so Pisces lets us be that sweet, innocent child who's 6 and says, I'm a fireman who rides a dragon, and we're like, oh, that's so cute. Or, the little 7-year-old, well, usually it's like 6 and under, walk up and start telling a story about what they did yesterday. And the parent will be like, we did not do that. I have no idea where this is coming from. But that 6-year-old is still in you. Even if your 6-year-old was a little wounded, you can tap into the 6-year-old you want to tap into. That 6-year-old is there, the one that's like, I just know I can find love and be happy, and I just know it. I don't doubt it. As a matter of fact, I have love in my mind. I see the person and they are wonderful and we're so in love. Blah, blah, blah. Or I can have my business and it's so successful. I mean, like, wow, what the services I want to share with the world, people really and truly love it. And my business is wildly successful. And, I really wanted to go on this vacation, but initially I thought I couldn't, but I mean, like, for real, I sit and I watch videos all day long and I just imagine that I'm there and I feel like I'm there. It's like, wow. And then when it goes on sale, baby, you got to hit that buy button. All right. When you see the opportunities for talking to people about your business, you do it. We see that's why we're clearing the subconscious. We do it. We actually going ahead and say, hey, by the way, just want to let you know this is my business and I would love to assist you. And you got to do it, right? So many people want the business, but they don't want to speak up and say, hey, this is what I do. Can I help you? Right. And a lot of times people they so want a relationship and they see that they don't have one. Maybe it's been a while. I know so many women, beautiful, gorgeous, OMG, brilliant, wonderful women who have been single for a long time. And I can imagine after a while, you might start thinking, is something wrong? Like, am I really going to get this? Right. And so, yeah, there's like this whole thing that will need to happen. And it's amazing to me how for some of my friends, single for a long time, and all of a sudden, they're wildly in love. I don't know exactly how it works. I do know astrology for me, probably numerology can help people sort of like understand what phase are you in right now? What time is most optimal? Because I think some people are feeling horrible that they aren't in a relationship and it's just there was something else they needed to be focused on at that time, or there's something in their subconscious and there's opportunities to work on that in order to clear that, in order to my teacher today was talking about when you clear something out of your subconscious or your life in general, the universe creates a vacuum. It wants to fill that thing in. And so, we have to create the space in order to have this thing filled in. But, there's a lot that goes on in my mind from the space of Pisces, where we need to be doing this work all year long. And I think that we will see even better results. People sleep on Pisces. People do not understand, we get the bad reputation, which at times is well deserved, of being flighty and everything and flaky. But if people really understood what Pisces can do for you, people don't all the time see how much Pisces people manifest stuff out of thin air. We'll just be like, oh yeah, this fell in place for me. And other folks are working hard. As long as we're not sabotaging ourselves, because we a piece of work. I ain't gonna lie. But there are times when literally things will just manifest out of thin air for a Pisces, because that's the magic of being a Pisces, right? We need that. But you can manifest Pisces more in your life too. So I encourage you to take this energy of Pisces with you, this heightened ability to see in the non-physical, to connect with the non-physical. Pisces people, a lot of times we can see spirits, we can hear spirits, we connect with spirits. We hear and know things that it's like, well, I don't know how I know this. I just know I knew. I knew it was coming. I've been like this my whole life. I know every Pisces I know knows. We just don't have to try, right? But some other people, you may have to work to raise this vibration up, match yourself with this energy, okay? And take it with you into all of 2020. Baby, y'all know who watched my video on 2020. Oh my God. Oh, like what do you need to do in order to really, master 2020? I did a webinar on it. Woo-wee. Let me tell you something, y'all. This is one year where we probably need a little bit of Pisces faith, which leads me into the goddess that has spoken through the Metu Netter, which would be the goddess of Ma'at. Ma'at is the same energy as Jupiter. Jupiter rules Pisces. Look at that. I do relate Ma'at more to Sagittarius energy than Pisces energy, but let me tell you something. Ma'at represents faith, not religious faith. Having faith, a knowingness in the divine laws, having a knowingness in, you know, if you say that, this is one of the reasons I'm doing this webinar series on working with the goddesses. Why are we doing all this work to get to know Oshun, but nothing changes in our life? We might feel a little bit better, but for the most part, our life stays a mess. That's embarrassing to me, y'all. I don't want us to be like that. I don't want to be like that. It's one of the reasons I stay doing my work, because I don't want to be here talking all this and y'all are like, but your life ain't changing none, Tyrone Milade. And I'm like, you know what? They're right. I don't want that. And I don't want that for you. Right. And so, yeah, we really and truly need to have faith. If we say, Oshun, I'm leaning and depending on you, then do it. That's what Pisces is about. Pisces and my eye has no doubt. My eye only has faith, only. And so this is one of the goddesses that we're working with. Now, Ma'at also speaks to having balance. And so it kind of goes back to what I talked about in the beginning, this yin versus this yang energy. So you need to make sure you do take time for yin activities. As I settle into accepting I'm now in a yin phase, I'm like, wow, I have to get my mind together about it because I'm so used to being go, 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 go. Let me just expend all my energy. Like, when I perform, I usually give it 100, 100, right? When I go now, I'm just shaking it, barely clapping. I'm like, I'm not giving, I don't have all that fire right now. I'm yin. All right. Sometimes in my African dance class, I tell people, y'all, it's really okay if we wavy and flowy. Like, whoa, yo, gotta be strong, strong, strong. It's like, no, it's really okay to just do African dance, chill. Because like if you see some of the women on the continent doing the dance, they just it's like, why can't we be chill sometimes, y'all? Why we always got to be on 100, right? So, yeah, if you are too yang, this is definitely a time to be more yin. If you're too yin, definitely, use Pisces to perhaps see yourself being a little bit more yang, see you taking the action steps that you need to take. But more than likely, most of us in this time and space, the collective, we need a little bit more balance to the fire. Maybe we need to stop having so much drama. It may manifest in different ways, but where your life potentially could be out of balance. My eye also speaks to forgiveness. And I tell you, Pisces is a very compassionate sign. Pisces can easily forgive. Though if you do a Pisces wrong too much, they will not forgive you. They will actually be horrible and terrible to you. But Pisces is because Pisces easily forgives so much, because we just are like, oh my God, I feel so bad for this person. We have so much compassion for people. Now, if you know a Pisces and they don't act like this, just remember it's 9 planets total. They could have 1 planet in Pisces, the sun, and have, some in a fire sign like Aries, and some in Scorpio, which Scorpio don't play, Pluto somewhere. It's no telling. It's no telling what could make a Pisces not act like a Pisces, so to speak. But anywho, the pure energy of Pisces is very, very forgiving. Very, very forgiving. And so, this is a time that you can use to forgive. Now, maybe you don't say it specifically to the person, but you can do forgiveness work, right? And I am really beginning to see the importance of doing self-forgiveness even more. Self-forgiveness. Because it's like, wow, I let myself get in this place. I let myself be taken advantage by this person. Or I should have known. I should not have like fallen for that or whatever. And life is a mess. And you're pissed because it's like, man, I set myself back. Like I said, Pisces, the sign of self-undoing. So we may have to forgive ourselves. But just remember, when we step into forgiveness, it has now created a space for us to invite something else in, right? Something else that we want, something more of what we want in. So this is another thing with my eye. My eye is also about seeing the big picture. And so you see the big picture of what you want and use this Pisces energy to dream about it, to manifest, to visualize it. And that's how the two of those can work together. But my aunt actually, and it spoke my aunt Hatep, which is like, wow, we just have so much supportive energy right now, which we need. January was rough, and February for me, I'm like, OMG, February's been a little bit challenging. Not like January. Yeah, February's been rough. I haven't announced it officially, but one of my spiritual teachers, my godfather, made his transition. Wow. I go to his memorial service funeral. I'm not sure what it is, but tomorrow. Yeah. But he died during Black History Month and he died during the Leo full moon. So I'm like, hey, Baba G, you went out in style. Look, that's what he told me. I already heard from him. He was like, tell him I went out in style. Baba G Colioso. So yeah, we need some support. And my eye is giving us the support. So I do encourage you to call on the energy of my eye. You can wear white and blue. Those are her colors, more of like a cerulean blue. You can wear the colors of Yemanjah, which are blue. Also consider Yemanjah colors to be the coral reef colors. Put those on too. But blue and white for Yemanjah. Pisces is anything that's, well, my astrology teacher says it's anything that you can see through. So yeah, we won't be wearing see-through clothes out in public, but yeah, you can put on watery colors for Pisces. Okay. I would even say something related to fairies, different things like that. When you think about a dragonfly, their wings, what that color is, I don't know what that's called. Like, but anything that kind of puts you in a dreamy state. Now, when you need to get work done, you probably don't want to wear that. You want to put on something a little more earthy. Capricorn is black. I just don't want to wear all black, but you could put on a little more serious colors if you need to get some stuff done. Maybe put on some red or some orange to get you energized and charged up. If you don't want to be super watery, during this time. But then when you're ready to be more yin, you can put on the watery colors. Ma'at, I'm hearing to say, the balance, the scales of justice for her is, can you put your heart on a scale with the feather and it be balanced? How do we get our heart to be light as a feather? That's a question I want to hear from you. An answer I want to hear from you. How do we get our hearts to be as light as a feather? I think Pisces has the solution for you all. This is Tyrone Milade. Thank you so much for joining me for this Pisces lunar cast. I hope that your Pisces new moon will be so amazing. I'm speaking it for us all. I'm excited for all of the abundance that will manifest, all of the healing, all of the relaxing times and the vacations, staycations, whatever kind of cation you want to take. I'm excited for us for this moon and taking this energy with us in all of 2020 because Lord knows we will need it. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe, comment below, sign up for the webinar. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Love y'all so much. Peace.